has the call. I've seen two members interjecting on each other who do not have the call. I call the honourable member Stephen Browning.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I would like to speak about the security and intelligence travesty called the Government Communications Security Bureau, GCSB. The failure of governments to get control and deep oversight of this foreign-dominated intelligence beast and its unsavoury echelon alliance. And apparently I should state that I'm speaking for the Green Party on this. New Zealand, as an independent state, should have a role in promoting civil rights and peace, reducing conflict, confronting injustice and protecting the environment. We have shown an example with our nuclear-free policy. However, operating the eavesdropping facilities of the GCSB's bases at Waihopai and Tangimoana makes a mockery of New Zealanders' preferred peace-based role in the world. First announced in 1987, Waihopai is operated by the GCSB in the interests of the foreign powers grouped together in the secret, very super-secret UK-USA agreement known as Echelon. Echelon, she is the global electronic and signals intelligence among the spy agencies of the US, UK, Canada, Australia and New Zealand. Waihopai's satellite interception dishes intercept a huge volume of civilian telephone calls, telexes, faxes, email and computer data communications. Waihopai spies variously on Latin America, Russia and China, Japan and other Asian neighbours of ours, and our very close friends in the South Pacific, and now illegally also on us, New Zealanders. This material is forwarded on to the major partners in the UK-USA agreement, specifically the US National Security Agency, the NSA. Mr English today, in his faux pas, speaking on behalf of the GCSB, should have been a lot more accurate if he said speaking on behalf of the USA. Waihopai's targets are international civilian communications, including the interception of New Zealanders' international phone calls. And New Zealanders will be really also intrigued to know that through their mobiles, even when they're not speaking on them as such, they're effectively GCSB microphones if it's the will of the spy agencies, or maybe the Prime Minister. Nikki Hager's book, published back in '96, Secret Power, New Zealand's Role in the International Spy Network, included the foreword by David Longy, and I quote, "In the mid-'80s, we bucked this system. We may have been ahead of our time in matters nuclear, but we were out of step with what we called the Western Alliance. It took a break from the US and Britain to make the people of New Zealand aware that we're part of an international intelligence organisation which had its roots in a different world order and which could command compliance from us while withholding from us the benefits of others' intelligence." He went on, "Life at the time was full of unpleasant surprises. State-sponsored terrorism was a crime against humanity as long as it wasn't being practiced by the Allies, when it was studiously ignored. In the national interest, it became necessary to say ouch and frown and bear certain reprisals of our intelligence partners. We even went to the length of building a satellite station in Waihopai." And in my words, for the USA and maybe the UK. But Longy continued that it was not until I read this book that I had any idea that we'd been committed to an international integrated electronic network. So, even the Prime Minister of the day did not know what our security chiefs had hooked us into. But now we have got John Key wanting to legitimise his mate Ian Fletcher's illegal spying of New Zealanders for the USA. And it wasn't just Ian Fletcher, it obviously went on for some time before that, but it suited to carry on for the 88 people that little bit longer until they realised they couldn't get away with it any longer. Waihopai needs closing down. This GCSB has been given well over $600 million of taxpayers' money in the past 2 decades. The 2012-13 budget...
Call point of order. The Honourable Minister, Jonathan Coleman.
Mr. Speaker, would you just be able to remind the gentleman that it's general debate and we wouldn't expect to see a member reading a speech in this House?
No, that is not...
We wouldn't, would we?
That is not a point of order. It's a general debate. It's a full, robust debate. The member's entitled to speak about what he...
The point is about...
Point of order.
The point is about reading straight from a speech in the House. You know that members are not meant to do that.
Look, members should not...
speech.
Order. Remember we said it. Members should not refer to members reading speeches. That's a matter for the Speaker. I call the Honourable Minister Peter Dunn.
Mr. Speaker, this afternoon I want to talk about a subject that will affect all of us at some point in our lives. A few days ago I saw a billboard that said 15% of the children born this year will live to be well